been said that it's better to meet danger than to wait for it. In the next 30 minutes, you are going to meet a very special breed of cat. Men who can't wait to meet danger. They chase it, challenge it, and lick it. For the next half hour, the Thrillseekers.
That's right. The driver of that car was a woman. Her name is Nancy Anderson, a lady who got tired of all the women driver jokes and decided to help change the image. So she enrolled in a high-performance driving school and learned the ropes, and in the process became a bona fide thrill seeker. Recently, we heard that Nancy was going to enter her first amateur race, so we sent our camera crew down to Mel Larson's drag strip in Phoenix, Arizona, to film the action for you.
As far as women in racing, yes, I think there's room for women to compete. I basically think women are very good drivers on the street. And on the race course, I don't see why they really should be at a disadvantage. I think they feel that they'll back off. They're not as aggressive as a man. But I see no reason why a woman couldn't become aggressive and become very competitive. No, as a matter of fact, it's kind of a treat to be a woman out there. They look at you a little bit differently and with a lot of respect. And my children think it's just a wonderful idea, rather unusual, to say the least, that their mother is out racing on Sundays, but it's a challenge to me. I take it on as a challenge to myself.
Before the race driver and advisor Bill Eichner helped Nancy make the final adjustments on her car.
In the Sports Car Club of America, there are probably not more than 100 women across the country that compete on any kind of a regular basis. It's just not the sort of thing you normally think of a woman doing. And so there's a psychological thing they've got to overcome there. But another thing that I've always felt, and I don't know if I'm correct or not, but most women that I have come across don't have an empathy for machinery. They just don't have a feel for it. This is, I think, a fairly necessary thing for a successful driver. He's got to almost feel in the seat of his pants what that car is doing and tell by the sound and the feel of the engine if it's right.
Don't go all over the track because...
The next stop before the green flag was the drivers' meeting conducted by the starter.
The red flag, of course, is for if there's trouble on the track and we want the race stopped completely. The only point you'll get this is at my line, at the start line, at my stand. None of the crews have a red flag. So if you see this, we want you to stop the race. Don't stop right here, get on the binders. Just go past me a little bit and get off the track, get out of the way for a faster car. But I don't want you to continue on around the track. For some reason, I want you in this area. So anytime you see the red flag, stop right now.
Once I get in the car and start the engine and drive out on the track, I don't think of anything else. And in a way, it's relaxing to me because my mind is wholly on getting around that track and trying to get around fast. And that I'm not trying to prove anything to anybody except to myself. I can do it. I said I wanted to, and here I am. I'm going to try it. Most of my friends think I'm nuts to do it. They can't understand why I would do that. It's something completely selfish. This is one thing that's just me, and it's something I enjoy, and once a month or whatever it is, I go out and do my thing.
They're lined up for the start. There they go. Nancy has already passed one car.
This particular track has been, it's a tough one. It's a hard one to drive. I've only been around it maybe 10 or 15 times, and it's pretty hard to learn. But now I feel that I know what's coming next and that I can pick up some time and become competitive.
She's coming along very well. She simply needs more confidence and more time in the car. And I think she'll turn out to be a pretty good driver. She's going to surprise a lot of these men. She's going faster than a lot of them now.
When I went to driving school in California at Bondurant's, they taught the seat of the pants, that you have certain contact points with your body, and you want to feel the car. And I feel I can do that. I can pretty much tell how the car is reacting and how I'm reacting. Well, some of the techniques I have been exposed to and tried to learn are heel and toe, and in that case, you need 3 legs, and you're using two legs to do the work. You have to keep your right toe on the brake and right heel on the accelerator at the same time, and shift with your left foot. And it was very difficult for me to get that ironed out because there are just too many things to do all at once.
Well, there's a certain strength factor too. These cars don't have power steering. There's a lot of wrestling with the wheel. It comes particularly on a short, tight course, as this one is.
That's Z, almost lost it.
I have had to learn to really push on the accelerator. When I think I'm going fast, then I push a little bit more. That's what racing is. That's the difference. When you really put your foot on it.
She's hitting speeds of over 100 miles an hour in the straightaways.
I've always been interested in racing. I like the noise and the thrill of going around fast, and it's quite exciting. Especially when the engine turns on. I'm at the Indianapolis races, and they say, gentlemen, turn your engines on, or turn on your engines, whatever it is. I get all emotional. And it's very thrilling to be a part of it, and I never really thought I would. Never have a chance to do it. So it's a lot of fun.
Here they come to the finish. Nancy took 4th place overall and 1st place in her class. Nancy Anderson, housewife, race driver, thrill seeker.